Have you noticed more brain fog lately? Difficulty concentrating, forgetfulness, or feeling like your focus just isn't as sharp as it used to be? Many women assume this is simply stress, aging, or hormonal changes. But what if there is another factor we've barely begun to talk about? What if something as common as plastic, yes, microplastics, may be impacting your brain, hormones, and cognitive health? In today's episode, we're exploring the emerging science on microplastics and their potential effects on women's brain health, hormone health, focus, and cognition. You'll learn where microplastics come from, how they enter the body, what current research is beginning to reveal about their presence in the brain and endocrine system, and practical ways to reduce exposure and support your body's natural detoxification pathways. Because sometimes what feels like normal brain fog is really a signal that something deeper is happening within our environment and our biology. So friend, if you're ready to understand the hidden environmental factors that may be influencing your focus, memory, and hormone health, and discover practical ways to protect your brain and body from the inside out, then grab a notebook and pen and let's dive in. Hey friend, welcome to Integrative Medicine for Energy and Health. Are you struggling with low energy, excessive weight, chronic fatigue, imbalanced hormones, or body aches and pains that are robbing you of enjoying life? If you're ready to take the guesswork out of living a healthier life, you're in the right place. Hi, I'm Rekishia. I'm a mom, honorably retired Air Force veteran, award-winning author, social worker, and Christian alternative medicine provider. For years, I tried improving my health through conventional medicine and nothing worked until I finally found a simple strategy that was easy and fun. This podcast will provide you with natural ways to increase energy, lose weight, regulate hormones, and improve your mood. If you're ready to live, look, and feel better, grab your favorite cup of herbal tea and let's jump in. Welcome to Integrative Medicine for Energy and Health. I'm Dr. Rekishia McMillan, integrative medicine provider, wellness educator, and certified social worker. This is the space where we explore the connection between science, lifestyle, hormones, and whole body wellness with one clear mission: to help women restore energy, balance hormones, and feel their best naturally and sustainably. Each week, I host this show because I believe something deeply important. Women deserve access to clear, practical health education that helps them understand their bodies, not confusion, not overwhelm, and not fear. So whether you are here for hormone balance, energy, brain health, or simply learning how to better support your body in this season of life, I am grateful you're here. Before we get into today's topic, I want to take a moment to say thank you. This past weekend, I hosted my virtual hormone health workshop, and I want to thank every woman who attended. It was a powerful space of learning, clarity, and restoration. Women walked away with practical tools to begin supporting their energy, balancing their hormones, and understanding what their bodies are communicating. And I want to share a few of the messages I received. One woman shared, "Thank you, Dr. McMillan, for your support. You saved me." Another shared, "Thank you so much for today. It's been really helpful. This has been delightful. Thank you." These moments matter deeply because when women receive real education about their health, something begins to shift. Clarity replaces confusion, and hope replaces frustration. If you missed this workshop, I want to personally invite you to the next one on Saturday, July 25th. Our last event sold out, and these sessions are intentionally small, interactive, and transformational. If you feel called to better understand your hormones and restore your energy, don't wait. The link is in the show notes to register today. Now, let's move into today's topic. There was a time when I was known for carrying a case of bottled water in the back of my car, no matter the season. Summer, winter, spring, fall, it was always there. I thought I was doing something healthy for my body. Hydration, right? But what I didn't know at the time is something that is now gaining attention in environmental health research. Bottled water can be a source of microplastic exposure. And like many women, I also began noticing subtle symptoms over time: fatigue, brain fog, and moments where my concentration didn't feel as sharp as usual. At the time, I didn't connect the dots, but today's science is beginning to explore how environmental exposures may influence hormones, brain health, and cognitive function. That brings us into today's conversation. So, what are microplastics? Microplastics are extremely small plastic particles less than 5 millimeters in size, created from the breakdown of larger plastics or manufactured for industrial use. They are now found in bottle and tap water, food packaging, seafood, household dust, air pollution, synthetic clothing fibers, and personal care products. This means that exposure is no longer occasional. It is continuous and cumulative in modern life. Now we'll direct our attention to what current research is beginning to show. This is still an emerging field of science, but recent studies are raising important questions. A 2025 study published in Nature Medicine detected microplastics and nanoplastics in human brain tissue, suggesting these particles may be able to cross protective biological barriers. Other research has also identified microplastics in the liver, placenta, and reproductive organs, indicating widespread internal exposure. Early experimental studies suggest potential associations between microplastic exposure and neuroinflammation, oxidative stress, changes in memory and learning markers, and disruption in neural signaling pathways. Animal research also suggests possible effects on behavior, cognition, and stress regulation, though human data is still being developed. Microplastics may also carry or release chemicals such as BPA, short for bisphenol A, which is a known endocrine disruptor. Research reviews suggest potential links to estrogen signaling disruption, thyroid imbalance, reproductive hormone changes, and increased inflammatory responses. This is especially relevant for women navigating perimenopause and menopause when hormone systems are already shifting. For a deeper dive into the effects of BPA and hormones, I invite you to listen to podcast episode 161, where I talk about hormonal imbalance and chemical detection in bottled drinking water and 8 healthy alternatives to protect women's health. Why this matters for women's brain health. Women often report brain fog, difficulty concentrating, mental fatigue, memory lapses, and reduced focus and clarity. While hormones play a central role, environmental exposures are now part of the conversation. Because estrogen influences brain function, mood, and cognition, anything that disrupts endocrine balance may also influence how the brain feels and performs. Now we'll take a look at where microplastics come from. Most exposure comes from everyday life, such as our food and water, which is bottled water, packaged food, even in seafood, household sources such as plastic containers, synthetic fibers, and personal care products. When it comes to the environment, it's found in environmental dust, air pollution, and industrial particles. Even heating food in plastic containers can increase exposure risk. So what can the body do naturally? Well, the encouraging news is that your body is not defenseless. There are natural elimination pathways, sweating and skin pathways, as well as gut health support. When it comes to natural elimination pathways, most microplastics consumed are believed to pass through the digestive system and are eliminated naturally through stool, and your gut plays a key protective role concerning this area. When it comes to sweating and skin pathways, early research suggests that sweating may help the body eliminate certain plastic-related chemical compounds, including BPA-related metabolites. When it comes to gut health support, a high-fiber diet and probiotic-rich foods help support healthy elimination, gut barrier integrity, and microbiome balance. Research is also exploring medical approaches. Therapeutic plasma exchange, also known as TPE, is a clinical procedure used for certain medical conditions where plasma is filtered and replaced. Early research suggests it may reduce circulating environmental particles, including microplastics, but is not currently a standard treatment for detoxification and remains under investigation. Some observational findings suggest regular blood donation may be associated with lower circulating levels of certain contaminants, but this is still being studied and not a formal treatment strategy. The most important strategy is to reduce exposure. Because microplastics can accumulate in tissues over time, prevention is key. Practical strategies include filter your water, reduce heavily processed and plastic packaged foods, avoid heating food in plastic, choose natural clothing fibers like cotton, linen, or hemp when possible, and reducing household plastic dust exposure. For more on alternative healthy clothing, listen to podcast 176, Hormonal Imbalance Linked to BPA in Clothing, and 3 Ways to Protect Your Health. In moments like these, it's important to pause and reflect. The body was created with divine wisdom. Even in changing environments, it still has incredible systems of protection, repair, and resilience. Our role is not fear, because God has not given us the spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. Our role is stewardship, making informed choices that support the body God designed. So let's wrap it all up. Microplastics are an emerging environmental factor being studied for their potential relationship with brain health, hormone balance, cognitive function, and inflammation. While research is still evolving, awareness allows us to make empowered choices that reduce exposure and support overall health. If this episode resonated with you, I invite you to take my free 5-minute hormone health assessment found at wellness-check.us. This simple wellness check helps you identify patterns affecting your energy, your sleep, your stress, hormone balance, and daily habits. It is not a diagnosis. It is a starting point for clarity. After completing it, you'll receive personalized wellness insights, practical next steps, an invitation to my weekly Feel Great Live education sessions. You can also find the assessment link in today's show notes. Thank you for joining me today on Integrative Medicine for Energy and Health. Until next time, listen to your body, support it wisely, and walk in wholeness. I'll leave you with Psalm 139:14. I praise you because I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Your works are wonderful. I know that full well. Hey friend, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. If so, would you take 30 seconds and share it with a friend who may want to have more energy and improve their health naturally? Also, I would love it if you could leave a quick review for the show on Apple Podcasts. It blesses me tremendously to know that this podcast is helping you. Alrighty then, it's time to go make a protein shake and go for a hike. No more days of feeling tired and drained. I'll see you in a few days for another episode. God bless.